an opening statement. Please raise your hands for questions. Coach?
First off, I want to thank the fans. I just was told as I was walking in here that the weather's gotten bad and the roads are slick. So I want to thank people for coming out in tough weather tonight, giving us an edge. I thought we had a really good home court advantage with our fans tonight, sticking with us even through some tough stretches. And then everybody out there drive home safe. You know, I should have said it on the radio. I didn't realize it gotten bad, but I want to say that, and got to say that to my players too. If they got short drives back to their apartments, we need to be careful. So, listen, you pleased with the win? The first thing, I think our guys made plays down the stretch when it mattered, and that part's the part that sticks out to me the most. We needed to make some plays to win a game. It's a tie game at the under 4 media, and I thought we made plays to win it. Jizzle, and not just because he's sitting beside me, was terrific tonight offensively. I think him and I both think we get a couple of those defensive possessions back. And he knows that'll be the film that we look at tomorrow. But he was terrific tonight and starting to find the rhythm that we know he can play with. Aziz sitting here beside me, he's playing with a different pop. He's converting around the basket. I thought some of those catches in traffic and conversion the last couple games has been a differentiator, and then seeing the double and him getting on the board, he's finally making his presence felt on the offensive and defensive board a little more, and I'm pleased with that. So Josh Reed, as I told you guys, like, he played his best game of his career in here this past weekend, and we knew that wouldn't stand. He's got a lot of basketball. He's not doing anything that surprises his teammates or his coaches, but I thought he played another terrific game tonight and gave us a huge lift. I thought the floater, his last basket, was a big basket for our team, as was Day-Day's. I thought Day-Day's 3 with the shot clock running down was a really, really important play. Gabe Matson, I wish I'd have got a chance to coach him because he seems to like shooting fifth, third. But gosh, he made some tough ones, running away from his defender, running away from the basket, kicking his legs out. I thought some of them we made some errors and hit some screens and weren't quite ready for him to cut to the basketball. And then I thought some of them he buried some tough shots. We left our feet a couple times and gave him an easier look, and that was a mistake. But still, you got to step up and make them. I kept telling our guys, let's do a better job, but let's not foul him like we did in the last game. And he will start missing. And I didn't know how much I believed that the way he was shooting it, but I'm just halfway being funny. You know that hopefully you get some breaks. The problem was, guys, when he did miss a couple there, we couldn't secure the offensive rebound. We gave up the long rebounds, and then we gave up, I think Seamoss misses the box out on the right box. We finally got a short bounce on a miss. So that was a little bit frustrating. I'm not pleased with our defense. We got to clean that up. I think our team knows that. We'll try to get back to that in practice this week. But I was really pleased with the kids' fight and their toughness to go win a league game in the last 4 minutes.
They out-rebounded you by 18 there. I think you were up 24-12 at the half. You end up plus 12. Was that something coming in that, you can't let this happen again?
We just put 41-23 on the board when we started the scouting report. I think our guys were like taken back a little bit when we told them that 41-23 on the board, guys. We can't let anybody do that. And so I thought we did a better job. I thought Dan Skilling set a tone on the offensive board in the first half. I loved his pop to the ball. We got to do a better job as a team of making a better decision and converting offensive rebounds and extra possessions. We didn't convert as well, but I loved our fight to the ball there early.
Scott and Ryan.
The two guards seems to be working out pretty good. Obviously, Jizzle making everything to start the game. But how about Day-Day down the stretch? He makes some key buckets after not scoring most of the game.
Yeah, he's 5-2, assist to error. He had the Madsen assignment to start the game, which wasn't easy, and but I think those two are playing like we expect them to play. And I mean that as a compliment. Like, they're playing great, but it's not surprising any of us. Like that, it'd say the same thing I'd say about Josh. You guys hadn't seen their best basketball yet, but it's nice to see both of them playing well, and it's been fun to have them out there together.
Wes, a lot of confidence offensively lately from this group with over 80 points in 3 straight games. Does that make your job a little bit easier with these guys getting back, having fun?
Yeah, I mean, I think when the guys, play confidently and, it's not just playing confidently, they're playing better together. Like they're sharing the ball better, they're executing better, so they're getting higher quality shots. But yeah, these guys are really good players. They put the work in. They should play with confidence. It's been really nice to see that, and I think it'll continue.
Jizzle, first time scoring 20-plus points in back-to-back games this season. How much of what you're doing offensively is kind of not looking for the perfect shot every possession, but just finding enough space to shoot and shooting it confidently?
Just knowing when to be aggressive and not to be, knowing when I got my shot or, to create for others. So, just been making sacrifices and it's paying off, and I'm glad that we got this win streak going, but we're not going to get too content on it. I'm just keep putting in the work, keep my head down, and, just keep showing up every game.
Wes, you guys speak of the rebounding margin here tonight, and you briefly mentioned there about the Josh Reed floater and the Day Thomas three. How important were those two offensive rebounds from a guy like Josh Reed and then Day Thomas to keep that possession going?
Yeah, again, our offensive and defensive rebounding's got to be a part of our identity. It's got to be really important to us, and those are two possessions late where you get extra possessions. Josh, I didn't know if he was going to get to the ball. He got it by a fingertip, and then Day was really quick to a long rebound too. So that was big. I mean, I probably should have talked about it in my opening statement. Getting into the bonus in both halves was big. Like we got to the bonus early in both halves. We converted on the free throw line decently. So like, yeah, there's some factors beyond just confidence and making shots. Like I thought we did a good job at some stuff. And then the turnovers in the first half were a little frustrating. We had some very errant turnovers. Even though we were playing well offensively, we kind of gave them some free possessions.
Aziz, what was the biggest difference on the glass tonight compared to the road trip out west?
I don't think there was a difference, because every time I'm there, I'm just trying to do the best I can to get the most I can get. And tonight, I just feel like it's just working our way. And if on the next coming game, we're just trying to be better, trying to watch more film, trying to really see how we can improve.
Coach, when you have a team that's basically they decided in the second half it was going to be every action was ran for Gabe, do you kind of hope that his legs get a little bit of extra weary? Because it looked like down the stretch, you guys chasing him around as much as you made him work, at least hopefully led to him missing his last 7.
Yeah, that's what we talked about in the timeout. That, hey, let's not make errors, not being ready to play or leaving our feet to give him an easier one. But if we just stay the course, you hope over the course of the game, he's not going to make every shot because they're all long-range shots. A lot of them, he's kicking his leg out and fading away. So we talked about that in timeouts, stay the course. Again, I thought we did a good job of that down the stretch. We did not do a good job of securing some of those defensive rebounds until the last 4 minutes.
Jizzle, how much control do you feel over the offensive flow of the game, just your ability to not only score 25 points, but in the second half, use your scoring gravity to find 4 assists for your teammates?
Just learning that balance, just come from a lot of film, and just working on my game from day to day, and just playing off in the game. So, I'm just trying to stay focused, not trying to get too high over my head because I know we got a lot more games to go. So,
Couple more.
Jizzle, when you make a move like you did at the top of the key on the finish, what kind of feeling is that to be able to make off, put a guy on skates and then go make the bucket?
It's just instincts, just making sacrifices and just seeing it come to life on the court and it just coming like secondhand nature. So that's the best feeling about it. And knowing I can impact my team, on scoring and be able to facilitate, it feels good.
Wes, 6 dunks from Utah tonight. Was there something they were getting to a lot in terms of in the half court and just in transition that got you guys away from the paint and let them get there to the rim?
4 of them were pretty early in the game. One of them, you don't get back in transition. And we were kind of back. It just kind of relaxed. And they throw a ball right by us for a dunk. 2 of them were breakdowns early in ball screen coverage. We were overreacting and not playing our coverage correctly. And, they move it, dunk it based on a rotation. So, I can't remember the 4th one early, but a lot of it was earlier in the game. And a lot of it was breakdown, but they're a good offensive team. You break down defensively, they still have to go make a play. Oh, then, gosh, the one at the end of the half was really frustrating. We broke down our ball screen coverage and our ball screen protection off the ball. We should have made a play on it. The side out with 3 seconds left, we didn't help on the back screen, and then we didn't help from the weak side. So I mean, there's a lot of it was breakdowns in the first half, but always give the other team credit for capitalizing and making a play.
Keegan, final question.
Wes, you mentioned the turnovers in the first half. Dan had a few of those. He came back in the second half, had a pretty good few segments, had some big moments. What did you see from him just being able to shake off those mistakes and continue to pound away?
Yeah, he's like we just talked about, the confidence of our team. He's starting to find his rhythm and confidence again too. And it's good to see him. He's shooting the ball better. He makes the 3 at the end of the half. I loved when we got the drive and layup in transition. I loved him on the offensive board. Like, you're starting to see him find his rhythm too, and I think that's going to continue. Listen to tonight, and he had Madsen there for a stretch in the second half, but we just go so hard with Josh Reed down the stretch because how well he's playing, and that limited Dan's minutes a little bit. But that's Dan's such an important part of our team. He's going to continue to be. I was really proud of tonight how happy he was for Josh Reed. I think that says a lot about him. Like, it wasn't about, well, I'm not playing as much here down the stretch. He was so excited for our team to win and so excited for his teammate. So that was pretty cool. But he's continuing to find his rhythm and starting to play a lot better too. I think we've all seen that the last 5 halves that he's played.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.